Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Usually plural, the status or rank or office of a Christian clergyman in an ecclesiastical hierarchy. Assign a rank or rating to. A commercial document used to request someone to supply something in return for payment and providing specifications and quantities. IBM received an order for 100 computers. A group of person living under a religious rule. The Order of Saint Benedict. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. She ordered him to do the shopping. Appoint to a clerical posts. Issue commands or orders for. A degree in a continuum of size or quantity. It was on the order of a mile. A condition of regular or proper arrangement. He put his desk in order. A body of rules followed by an assembly. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A friend in New Mexico said that the order caused no trouble out there. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. The act of putting things in a sequential arrangement. There were mistakes in the ordering of items on the list. A formal association of people with similar interests. Men from the fraternal order will staff the soup kitchen today. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. We shall consider these questions in the inverse order of their presentation. Bring into conformity with rules or principles or usage. Impose regulations. Architecture. One of original three styles of Greek architecture distinguished by the type of column and entablature used or a style developed from the original three by the Romans. A request for something to be made, supplied, or served. I gave the waiter my order. Biology. Taxonomic group containing one or more families. Bring order to or into. Established customary state, especially of society. Order ruled in the streets. Make a request for something. Order a work stoppage. Often plural, a command given by a superior, e.g., a military or law enforcement officer, that must be obeyed. The British ships dropped anchor and waited for orders from London. Place in a certain order. Order the photos chronologically. Usually plural, the status or rank or office of a Christian clergyman in an ecclesiastical hierarchy. The sacrament of ordination. Assign a rank or rating to. Assign a grade or rank to, according to one's evaluation. Grade tests. The height of the ground on which something stands. The base of the tower was below grade. A number or letter indicating quality, especially of a student's performance. Grade a milk. A degree of oblaut. A body of students who are taught together. 1/100th of a right angle. A relative position or degree of value in a graded group. Lumber of the highest grade. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. A moderate grade of intelligence. A variety of cattle produced by crossbreeding with a superior breed. Determine the grade of or assign a grade to. Level to the right gradient. The gradient of a slope or road or other surface. The road had a steep grade. A job in an organization. Assign a location to. A point located with respect to surface features of some region. This is a nice place for a picnic. Assign a rank or rating to. The particular portion of space occupied by something. He put the lamp back in its place. A particular situation. If you were in my place, what would you do? Assigned to a station. A space reserved for sitting, as in a theater or on a train or airplane. He sat in someone else's place. Recognize as being. Establish the identity of someone or something. Where you live at a particular time. Your place or mine. Identify the location or place of. Locate. Take a place in a competition, often followed by an ordinal. Put into a certain place or abstract location. A public square with room for pedestrians. Make an investment. Proper or designated social situation. He overstepped his place. A blank area. Any area set aside for a particular purpose. Who owns this place? Estimate. An item on a list or in a sequence. In the second place. Intend, something, to move towards a certain goal. The post or function properly or customarily occupied or served by another. Took his place. A general vicinity. He comes from a place near Chicago. An abstract mental location. He has a special place in my thoughts. Assigned to, a job or a home. Finish second or better in a horse or dog race. He bet $2 on number 6 to place. Place somebody in a particular situation or location. He was placed on probation. Proper or appropriate position or location. A woman's place is no longer in the kitchen. Sing a note with the correct pitch. The passage that is being read. He lost his place on the page. To arrange for. Place a phone call. Assign a rank or rating to. Range or extend over. Occupy a certain area. The limit of capability. The limits within which something can be effective. Range of motion. An area in which something acts or operates or has power or control. The range of a supersonic jet. A series of hills or mountains. The valley was between two ranges of hills. Feed as in a meadow or pasture. Move about aimlessly or without any destination, often in search of food or employment. Change or be different within limits. Estimates for the losses in the earthquake range as high as $2 billion. Mathematics. The set of values of the dependent variable for which a function is defined. A kitchen appliance used for cooking food. Lay out orderly or logically in a line or as if in a line. A large tract of grassy open land on which livestock can graze. They used to drive the cattle across the open range every spring. A place for shooting, firing or driving projectiles of various kinds. The Army maintains a missile range in the desert. A variety of different things or activities. He answered a range of questions. Have a range. Be capable of projecting over a certain distance, as of a gun. This gun ranges over 2 miles. Let eat. Range the animals in the prairie. Assign a rank or rating to. How would you rank these students? The ordinary members of an organization, such as the enlisted soldiers of an army. The strike was supported by the Union rank and file. Conspicuously and outrageously bad or reprehensible. Rank treachery. Position in a social hierarchy. Take precedence or surpass others in rank. Complete and without restriction or qualification, sometimes used informally as intensifiers. A rank outsider. The body of members of an organization or group. They found dissension in their own ranks. A row or line of people, especially soldiers or police, standing abreast of one another. The entrance was guarded by ranks of policemen. Growing profusely. Rank jungle vegetation. Relative status. His salary was determined by his rank and seniority. Take or have a position relative to others. This painting ranks among the best in the Western world. Very fertile, producing profuse growth. Rank earth. Very offensive in smell or taste. A rank cigar. Assign a rank or rating to. The restaurant is rated highly in the food guide. The relative speed of progress or change. He works at a great rate. Amount of a charge or payment relative to some basis. A 10-minute phone call at that rate would cost $5. Estimate the value of. How would you rate his chances to become president? A magnitude or frequency relative to a time unit. They traveled at a rate of 55 miles per hour. A quantity or amount or measure considered as a proportion of another quantity or amount or measure. The literacy rate. Be worthy of or have a certain rating. This bond rates highly. A commercial document used to request someone to supply something in return for payment and providing specifications and quantities. A group of person living under a religious rule. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Issue an injunction. Have or contain a certain wording or form. What does the law say? Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Express a supposition. Let us say that he did not tell the truth. Speak, pronounce, or utter in a certain way. I cannot say, zip wire. Report or maintain. The registrar says that I owe the school money. Express in words. Communicate or express nonverbally. What does this painting say? Indicate. The clock says noon. Recite or repeat a fixed text. State as one's opinion or judgment. Declare. I say let's forget this whole business. The chance to speak. Let him have his say. Utter aloud. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. Give evidence. He was telling on all his former colleague. Narrate or give a detailed account of. Inform positively and with certainty and confidence. I tell you that man is a crook. Express in words. Tell me what is bothering you. A Swiss patriot who lived in the early 14th century and who was renowned for his skill as an archer. According to legend, an Austrian governor compelled him to shoot an apple from his son's head with his crossbow, which he did successfully without mishap. Mark as different. Discern or comprehend. He could tell that she was unhappy. Let something be known. Give entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause. Consecrate your life to the Church. Dedicate to a deity by a vow. Render holy by means of religious rites. Appoint to a clerical posts. Solemnly dedicated to or set apart for a high or sacred purpose. A life consecrated to science. Order by virtue of superior authority, decree. The king ordained the persecution and expulsion of the Jews. Appoint to a clerical posts. He was ordained in the church. Invest with ministerial or priestly authority. The minister was ordained only last month. Issue an order. Appoint to a clerical posts. Bring, components or parts, into proper or desirable coordination correlation. Ordinate similar parts. The value of a coordinate on the vertical axis. Issue commands or orders for. A guiding principle. The dictates of reason. An authoritative rule. Rule as a dictator. Say out loud for the purpose of recording. He dictated a report to his secretary. Issue commands or orders for. Medicine. Order the use of, a treatment, medicine, etc., usually by written prescription. The doctor prescribed steroids for my ear trouble. Recommend as beneficial. My mother prescribes a good night's sleep as the cure for all ills. A degree in a continuum of size or quantity. An explosion of a low order of magnitude. A number assigned to the ratio of two quantities. Two quantities are of the same order of magnitude if one is less than 10 times as large as the other. The number of magnitudes that the quantities differ is specified to within a power of 10. The quality of appreciating method and system. A condition of regular or proper arrangement. A body of rules followed by an assembly. A body of rules followed by an assembly. A body of rules followed by an assembly. Decide with authority. The king decreed that all firstborn males should be killed. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. Issue a decree. The king only can decree. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A formal or authoritative proclamation. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. The act of rewriting something. Something that has been written again. A reply by a pope to an inquiry concerning a point of law or morality. Plan, organize, and carry out an event. Put into a proper or systematic order. Arrange the books on the shelves in chronological order. Set printed matter into a specific format. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. Arrange my schedule. Adapt for performance in a different way. Arrange attractively. Make arrangements for. Can you arrange a meeting with the president? Attribute or give. She put too much emphasis on the last statement. Formulate in a particular style or language. I wouldn't put it that way. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. I put these memories with those of bygone times. Put into a certain place or abstract location. Make an investment. The option to sell a given stock, or stock index or commodity future, at a given price before a given date. Estimate. We put the time of arrival at 8 p.m. Adapt. Put these words to music. Cause someone to undergo something. He put her to the torture. Cause to be in a certain state. Cause to be in a certain relation. That song put me in awful good humor. Get ready for a particular purpose or event. Set up an experiment. Produce. The scientists set up a shock wave. Arrange the outcome of by means of deceit. Make ready or suitable or equip in advance for a particular purpose or for some use, event, etc. Put into a proper or systematic order. Equip with sails or masts. Take or catch as if in a snare or trap. I was set up. Set up for use. Erect and fasten. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. Set up one's life. Place. Construct, build, or erect. Create by putting components or members together. They set up a committee. Set up or found. She set up a literacy program. Begin, or enable someone else to begin, a venture by providing the means, logistics, etc. Set up an election. The act of putting things in a sequential arrangement. There were mistakes in the ordering of items on the list. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. Golf equipment used by a golfer to hit a golf ball. A team of professional baseball players who play and travel together. Each club played 6 home games with teams in its own division. A spot that is open late at night and that provides entertainment, as singers or dancers, as well as dancing and food and drink. The gossip columnist got his information by visiting nightclubs every night. Strike with a club or a bludgeon. A formal association of people with similar interests. He joined a golf club. A building that is occupied by a social club. The clubhouse needed a new roof. A playing card in the minor suit that has 1 or more black trefoils on it. He led a small club. Gather and spend time together. They always club together. Gather into a club like mass. Club hair. Stout stick that is larger at one end. He carried a club in self-defense. Unite with a common purpose. The two men clubbed together.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.